Right, so tonight's job's a weird one. We've got these Mark II Fabia heated seats, and I want to put them into my Mark 1. Now, luckily, my car is pre-wired for heated seats. The only issue we've got is the Mark II seats, the electrical connector is completely different. That is the connector here, that black one. That is completely different, as you can probably see there, that black connector. And the one on the car is like this. I could possibly just show you it in the floor actually. Yeah, that is the heated seat connector on the floor. Now, the good thing is, they're literally just heated seats. They're a circuit. It's just two wires plus a smaller wire which is a thermal cutout, which I will deal with as well. And fortunately on this it's pretty much the same actually. I did cut the plug out of the donor car out of the floor, as you can see here. Yes, we've got a few more wires, but that's just because there's two wires here that need joining together. This wire, which you can see moving with my finger, that one and this one, those two get joined together, and then the blue one is the positive. So you've got a negative here, which will be joined together, and then that's basically it. So what I need to do is connect these wires into this plug, and that's pretty much it. It's not a case of matching colours because they are different, but I have worked out what does what, which is lucky. And it's the same for the passenger side. Yes, there is a random bulb on the floor and stuff because I was doing some electrical testing, but that is the control module here for both heated seats. Sorry, here. So I've worked out the wiring for this, the pin out you could say, and yeah, everything works as it should. So I just need to do some splicing. Incidentally, this module is actually mounted underneath the passenger seat in the Mark 1 Fabias, or at least the left hand side seat in right hand drive cars. And this wiring here, which as you can see plugs into the car, fortunately I had this from some old seats that I had ages ago. I took the electric bits out of them and have held on to them for about 7 years, and they haven't been used yet until now. These seats that are in the car, these are also Mark II Fabia ones, but these are not heated. So this is the whole reason I'm doing it. I really did want to get Mark II heated seats for a long time, before I even got these, but I just couldn't find any. But I did randomly get lucky the other day and find some. So there's one here, there's the other one sitting, and I got the backrest as well, just because the back seats in this are slightly different, as in the pattern. So I just wanted to get all the seats from one car and then it's all matching. But they do need a very good clean. I have already hoovered them, but they came out of a car that was in a scrapyard, and I believe was owned by a mad dog lady. Because yeah, covered in just dog hair and sand. So yeah, gonna get them wired up and then that'll be that done. I've got storage boxes to fit underneath from the old seats that are in there. I've got storage boxes that'll go under both seats, which is nice. And yeah, once these have been steam cleaned, I'm going to take the runners off and repaint them. It'll be really nice. So yeah, they're actually, the foam's in really good condition. It's just a bit grotty looking at the moment. But yeah, get the wiring done, and then that's it. Okay, so getting the seats sorted now. As you can see, all nice and clean. That's the backrests. and rear bases as well. It's quite nice because these being out of a late Mark II Fabia, they've got different handles here to the Mark 1, and they've also got really convenient hooks on the back as well, which I only just noticed. So that will be very handy, especially in an estate. These came out of a hatchback, but again, all the seats are the same. Thank you, Volkswagen. But yeah, these ones, these are fully heated, which is nice. I've just fitted my adapter loom to the base of the seat now. So this is a relay, control relay from a Mark 1. Probably seen the rest of the wiring. It's now plugged into here. Normally this plug is built into the Mark II floor loom, but obviously I cut it all out of the car that these seats came from, made it so it now runs into this module, which is the, as I say, the one from the Mark 1. And then we've got this plug here, which will then plug into the floor of the Mark 1 Fabia. I keep saying this because the Mark 1 and Mark 2 seat wiring looms are completely different. Yeah, you have to rob all the bits off a Mark 1 seat basically to make these work, which I of course did. Now that's the, ignore the amplifier, but this is the connector for the heated seats. This is the factory one that comes in the Elegance. Most Fabias do not have this wiring in here. It's only the Elegance that comes with this as standard, at least in the UK. You can of course buy wiring kits off eBay, Kufatech or Kufatech, I don't know how it's pronounced. They make a retrofit kit. I put all this wiring in when I built this car back in 2019, because it's a reshell. This car is a Bohemia, but because it has all the wiring looms out of an Elegance, of course got the heated seats, looms and the switches. So yeah, I'm going to get the new seats in now. This one, as I mentioned, it has the control module on the bottom, which is the passenger side. The driver's side, all you have is this, which is again an adapter that I made. All the control circuitry is under the passenger seat. Yeah, I literally just made this, which is this is the plug from the Mark II, which I've cut and soldered to this wiring, which is attached to the base of the seat of a Mark 1. So it's literally just like an adapter loom, and that's a bypass. So yeah, that's normally for the backrest, but the way I've wired it here, that is literally just a pass through now. So it looks like an airbag resistor, but I can tell you it's not. It literally, current just goes up and then back out. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna connect this to that seat, hoover the floor of the car, get all the dirt out. It's not actually too bad because I do try and keep the car clean. I've already done this side, got this side to do, and then pop the new seats in and then do the backrests. So yeah, pretty good, pretty easy going. Nice to do these cars actually, nothing too difficult.